Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Simmer with Live One Essence. And today I'm going to be talking about the main thing that you are missing on your twin flame journey that is potentially preventing you from getting into your union or manifesting your twin flame into your reality. So I didn't know this before as well, and this is something that I actually began to cultivate with finally finding the teachings of Union by Jeff and Shilia. So prior to me finding the teachings of Union by Jeff and Shilia, I was always seeking something, outside of myself. So I did know that this was a spiritual journey, and I just couldn't get like a tangible hold onto the journey, meaning I didn't have a step-by-step process of how to actually live a spiritual life and how to manifest my twin flame into my reality. And so before I finally manifested the teachings of Union, I was basically going around a lot to these yoga retreats. I used to, try a lot of different kind of spiritual stuff out, but none of it felt grounded. So what does that mean? Basically, like it wasn't sustainable for me. So a lot of these spiritual practices and retreats and whatnot gives you like a dopamine hit, so you get high, right? And so you get high and then you don't know how to maintain that high, so what ends up happening is you crash, right? And then it creates this cycle of up, down, up, down, up, down. And so in a lot of these spiritual practices, a lot of these religions, we're basically taught to reach this high, but how do we actually ground it into our reality? There's really no steps on how to do that. So that's where like was a key missing point for me, and something that I've definitely cultivated in my daily practice. And I have been able to sustain stable levels of communication and interaction in my reality with my twin flame. And I am still working on manifesting a full harmonious twin flame union. And I'm using the mirror exercise and the teachings of Union by Jeff and Shilia to really, live that spiritual life. And it's a lifestyle. So it's kind of like, going to the gym or having a goal with your physique, which is you're like, I want to lose 20 pounds, or I want to lose 30 pounds. And then you have to have like a game plan. And so this is the same thing, right? But obviously your twin flame is your soul in another body. So to move through all of the blocks and come back together into union does require a process. And really you have to cultivate this relationship with God, with the divine, because God is the foundation of your union, right? And a lot of people tend to go outside of themselves even when they are with their twin flame. You get distracted by your twin flame, you want something from them, that will actually repel your twin flame away from you, because you go to God as your source. God is your number one, and God is infinite, abundant, and he is always going to provide, right? So that's something that is really important to cultivate, because you can come into union with your twin flame and it could fall away. And there's actually a lot of people that have experienced this. So if there's, you know, a process out here with the mirror exercise, with the teachings of union that can incrementally increase your vibration, back to love, back to peace, and harmony with your twin flame, and you can have them in your life, meaning you can live a life with your purpose together, right? And you could build a home together, you could have a family together. So all of these things are possible, and it doesn't have to go on a high and crash. So that's something that really was a gap for me in my union, that I was not able to understand, like, why is this happening? Why, you know, is everything so good and then all of a sudden we crash? So that's something that I really cultivated and learned and embodied, that there's this process that I can have on a daily basis that's going to permanently keep my twin flame in my life, because that's my goal. So my goal is permanent, harmonious twin flame union, and I am definitely going to be continuing with my process, because it is a vibration, and in order to raise into that vibration of love and harmony and then sustain it, you do have to shift in your lifestyle, and you have to make it a lifestyle. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, or if you need any sort of support, feel free to comment. And we have a lot of ascension coaches that you can get started with, that can help you, you know, see where you're at on your journey, and can help you through the blocks. Thank you so much. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and see you later.